around. And when she walked by, everyone stopped to look at her. She'd left for Hollywood, but she returned when she was pregnant. But the version of Mom I knew was not very glamorous. She hardly left.
This short. What are you doing again? But you failed. Oh yeah, I know what to do now.
Watching soap operas. She was obsessed and was always trying to copy the actress. This woman is the worst actress ever. I could do better. Yeah, that role would have been mine if I didn't give up my career. Mom didn't say it exactly, but I always felt like I had gotten in the way of her acting dreams and a different life. Sometimes I kind of felt bad for her, and I tried not to bother her so much. She came in wearing jewelry and some flowy silk gown that was too tight. Did she think It was so embarrassing. Why did you have to act that way, Mom? Couldn't you just be normal? What? I'm just being myself. I'm an actress. Looking and being a certain way is all part of it. Mom, I'm just a kid. I don't care about your acting and all that. I just want you to be a normal mom. Over time, Mom and I grew more distant. And by the time I was 12, we were living like housemates that barely spoke to each other. One time in 8th grade, I'd asked to borrow some of her clothes for a talent show, but I didn't bother inviting her. To my surprise, though, Mom walked in halfway into the show, and she looked totally normal, just like all the other parents. But soon after, a girl was performing a one-man show, and suddenly, I saw Mom running up to the stage and grabbing the mic from her.
That was so embarrassing.
I just couldn't watch anymore. You have to play each character as if you are the character. Come on now, try it again.
I'm good.
And,
I'm strong.
You could do one character with a British accent. She started speaking in a terrible British accent.
Strong.
The girl looked as confused as the
I
audience.
not got me.
And I was beyond embarrassed.
It's scary.
Said Diana, Mom. I ran away to hide in the bathroom. I couldn't do my act anymore. Once the show was over and everyone left,
Oh, sorry.
I went to the parking lot to find Mom there. Hey, I was waiting for you. Why did you come here? Was it to humiliate me? What? No, I didn't want you. Why couldn't you just sit quietly instead of jumping onto the stage and snatching the mic from a kid? I was doing her a favor, and she'll remember me forever for those tips. Come on, let's go home. I'm gonna walk home. In fact, I'm gonna walk all the way to China if that's what it takes to get away from you. Diana, watch out. I suddenly felt something hit me with force, and I went flying. I saw a blinding white light, and then I passed out. I woke up to Mom's worried face and realized I was in the hospital. Mom told me that I'd been hit by a car. I'd broken my leg, and I had to use a cane now. For how long? A few months, at least. We can't be sure when it'll be fully healed, and you might end up with a small limp. I'm so sorry, baby. This is all my fault.
I'm not gonna read
That day, I cried so much I thought my eyes were gonna fall out. I tried to stay mad at Mom, but I couldn't. She wasn't
present. It's not a test.
I tried so hard.
I can't read.
But I knew she was struggling. It just didn't come naturally to her. But she never stopped apologizing. Baby, this is all my fault. In times like this, I wish I was more like Carol. Carol was my mother's sister who lived in...
This message is being broadcast by the Department of Defense of the Republic.
Okay.
A paranormal anomaly affecting the entire nation has been detected. For your safety, please carry out the following instructions.
It would be nice to see Theo and Becky. Do you think spending some time with them would make you feel better? Yes, yes, yes! If that's what you want,
still don't read it.
Soon enough, I was heading for New York. But my first disappointment came at the airport when I saw Aunt Carol wasn't even there to pick me up when she didn't show up after her. It turned out she'd forgotten. I am so sorry, honey. I was in a situation. She still wants me. you're a little sad, but I got you now. Thank God Becky was the same chatterbox I knew. We talked and laughed for hours. Hey, is Theo okay? He was so weird to me earlier. Instantly fell, and she looks like she was...
Roger got flat back.
That's him these days. Mom thinks it's just a puberty phase, but it's more than that.
Thanks for playing. What the heck? What just happened? What? Wait, you tell me. Dark Survey 2, the sequel. Bruh. Nah, the lore getting too insane, bro. What the heck? Guys, it looks like. Okay, give me a second. Settings, graphic. Others. How is your graphic quality? I want to go. It's like,
So
I got an order.
I hardly know him anymore, but at least I have you now. In the coming days, I got to see the new Theo myself. He never spoke to anyone and spent all his time in his room playing video games. One day, Aunt had to go in. In the coming days, I got to see.
This is crazy lore, bro. Oh, I can play. Yes. Are you having a nice day? Yes. That means spawn on. Yes. Are you feeling your surroundings? You know what? Yes. Do you know where you are? Yes. No, that's better. What? I was here the whole time. Why be quiet? And my roommate. Yes. Are you over? Okay. Yes. Bro, of course you do. You die. Yes, who doesn't? Okay. Share the darkness. Yes. Who doesn't? Are you answering this question out of free will? Yes? I don't know what is free will. Bro, why you sound like from the first episode? Bruh. Okay. Bro, I don't know a free will. Nah, this creates sequel. Our server is picking all the shows that are on. Don't worry, you still got 3 chances left. From now on, if you keep lying to us, the consequences will be nice. So be careful, do you understand? Yes. Are you certain? Yes! Have you ever had a dream that felt so real, it's hard to just from reality? Actually, 2 dreams actually. How about you? I don't know. Well, you have to, but yeah. Okay. So yes. What comes with the room? Yes. Sorry, my sister. Your light went out. Could you be scared? Yes, bro. Happen me like sometimes. I'm not going. Look the left. Ever wonder when you die? Yes. No. Like this. Yes. Open floor like this. I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah. Apa? Takut. Yeah. They're enemies. Yes. Multiple. Takut. Sama game takut kan ni? Mobile phone. Yes. What thing are you using? Android? Wait, that's okay. Okay. Option about death. Yes. The cat? Close to 4. Check. I think. Can look for you. My family, my friends. Why me your friends? Why you come right now? Right? Nah. Hey! Right alone. Not a problem. Say yes. Or you aren't alone. You check me. Yes. Me. Or sometimes, but no. Do you start being watched while answering our questions? Yes.
The new Theo myself. He never spoke to anyone and spent all his time in his room playing video games. One day, Aunt had to go in to make him clean his room, but Theo started yelling like a crazy person. Leave my room right now. Get out. One day, Aunt was having a garage sale, and Becky and I were helping her out, when suddenly a police car pulled up with Theo in it. Is this your son? He was caught stealing cigarettes and magazines at the mall. All our neighbors were staring at the spectacle. Aunt's face was red with embarrassment. The policeman let Theo go because he was a first-time offender. But that day, Aunt snapped. Why have you decided to work my butt off for you to have everything?
I still don't know what happened, but let's go.
And what, just smoking now? That's none of your business.
No.
And if my allowance was enough, you wouldn't have to go around stealing, would I? So maybe you're not working hard enough. Hey, stop that. You're being rude. You know your
What's
mom works so
up?
hard. Who asked you? This is a family matter. Just because your mom dumped you here doesn't mean you get to butt into everything. I was so sick of his stupid attitude.
Doing
I
that
with my cane
survey.
And we got into a fight and Aunt
Survey.
had to separate us. That's enough.
Relax.
Theo, apologize right now.
With Jake?
From that
Yes.
day, Theo and I were dead to each other. I didn't care
think-
anyway. As long
I
as I
think
had Becky
you're
with me. Aunt
just
Carol registered
like
me at my
me.
cousin's school soon.
Yes.
Which Theo looked very unhappy about.
Pretty
since we
ridiculous,
were in
huh?
the same
Did you
grade.
cry
On
yesterday?
our first day, Theo cornered me
Nah,
right
yeah,
after
what's
Aunt
up, you
dropped us
fine.
off. Listen, just stay away from me.
Have you
Mind your own
seen
business,
the
and as far
person
as anyone
standing
knows,
outside
we
your
are
window?
not related. Understood? It was my first time in school since the accident, and I was nervous. But the students here were really nice. They helped me up the stairs and even helped me find my class. I had a feeling I was gonna love it.
Yeah.
But when the bell rang for recess, I noticed the
Have you ever
strangest thing
felt
ever.
like
A group
some
of boys ordered
watching you
Theo to
in
pick
your
up their
own
books
home?
and put them in their lockers. And he did
Yes.
without a word, like he was their
Bro,
servant.
relax. God damn.
Boys again.
Jake,
This
shut up.
time, they made him fetch their lunch, and while he was balancing all the trays, someone bumped into him and he fell down. And those jerks all laughed at him.
What was happening?
What's the deal with that boy? Oh,
Yes.
that poor boy is Theo. And that blonde guy in their group is Billy, and the rest are his minions. They've been hurting Theo forever. One time, Theo reported Billy and got him into detention. And since then, it's gotten so much worse. Like they're really trying to punish him. Sometimes I feel bad about not helping him, but we're all scared of those jerks. My heart broke into a million pieces.
I don't know.
Theo was being bullied by
Can you guys
monsters.
answer this?
And why hadn't Becky said anything?
Robert?
You must know what Theo
Nah.
was going through.
Jake?
Why haven't you told Aunt all this time?
Good.
Diana, Mom works for the company Billy's dad owns. And You don't know how far Billy can go to make someone miserable. He's a spoiled brat, and if he asks his dad, Mom would lose her job in a second. Theo has forced me to stay quiet and says he can put up with it. He says things will be worse if he doesn't.
I don't
I tried
understand.
to understand her point of view, but I just couldn't. This had to stop. That night, I went to Theo's room. Listen, I'm really sorry for the way Billy is treating you, and he needs to be punished. Didn't I ask you to mind your own business? And it's not how it looks. I do stuff for those guys and get paid for it. You get paid to run around like their errand boy? That's humiliating. Let me help you. No, you'll make it worse. It's just for a few more months and then we'll graduate. I'm handling it just fine. No, you're not. You are hurting and everyone close to you is hurting too. Can't you see it? Leave me alone. But I just couldn't. So the next day, I made videos every time I saw Billy bully him, then sent them to the principal's email address. The next day, I felt a million butterflies when I found out that Billy had just been called in by the principal and suspended for 2 weeks. Not long enough, but a little justice. But when I got home, Theo was furious. I told you to leave it alone. He's gonna come back and have my head. No, he won't. The principal knows now. You are such a dumb, nosy idiot. You think the principal will actually take serious action against someone like Billy? Thanks for ruining my life. For the entire 2 weeks, he was so paranoid and looking over his shoulder. And the day Billy was supposed to be back, I noticed tears in Theo's eyes on her way to school. I silently prayed that he'd leave Theo alone, and that I hadn't made things worse.
Yes.
But during lunch that day, I noticed a crowd gathered outside. I got closer and saw Theo surrounded by Billy and his boys. OMG, they were gonna hurt him.
out.
Hey,
Well,
leave
sorry,
him alone.
okay?
Stop it. But no one heard me.
Sorry, okay? Our boys cannot accent, okay? He's picking on me.
And I charged forward and hit Billy in
No,
the
that was
face with my
me.
cane. He
Oh,
fell
yeah.
to the
No,
ground
okay.
and stared at me furiously.
Oh, dear.
Theo had grabbed Billy by the collar and punched him in the face. No one messes with my cousin. Luckily, someone had called the principal to the scene.
But I asked a
Everyone said
question.
that Billy tried
Is
to
it
hurt
really
me.
you
The principal
answering?
told him he
Yes.
was expelled. You
Big
can't do
fine.
that. Do you know who my father is? Oh, yes, I know, son. And I'm sure he wouldn't want word getting out that his son goes around beating kids with disabilities. That wouldn't be good for his reputation. You heard a girl
I
with a
could
cane. I'll talk to your father right now. Billy
If
was
I could
indeed
prove to you
expelled,
that
and his minions
on a
were suspended for the
certain
rest of the
level,
term. Billy's
yes.
father also reached out to Aunt Carol to apologize and promised that his son would not be bothering her family again. After it was all over,
yes.
Aunt Carol turned to Theo in tears. I should have known. I'm such a
Very
bad
wonder.
mom. No, you're not, Mom. You're the best, and I'm sorry for all the hurt I've caused you. And then he pulled me into their hug, too. Thank you for everything. I really owe you one.
Nah, scare. Nah, bro, not brave now, not brave enough. Nah,